You know why they started this ambulance siren? It's March 26th. So first I had a raving of the engine, then they started to give me shooting needle pain in my rectum, and then immediately this. Listen to this ambulance siren. Three things synchronized together. Raving of the engine. It just raved for a bit because I was replying to my mother about, she asked me about, oh, now they're just giving me twitch on the left side of my foot. One twitch on the left side of the foot, confirming that yes. Can you hear that? Okay, there's a road over there. It's hard to tell here. Anyway, so what happened was, my mother just asked that what is RAM, okay? Because the article, remember the article about electronic surveillance, about the hive mind or MindNet project, and the satanic cult and murder, and we will, Washington DC saying we will facilitate rape and murder of rape and molestation of children, of females, of we will do the mass murdering by these torture programs. We will program the citizens, some of the chosen ones, to do all these mass murders and assassination programming and slavery programming and physical, mental, and sexual abuse torture for 15 years. And these graduates will do UFO abductions and all that, right? So it was the same article I was reading, and I sent it to my mother, but she had doubt about that RMA, but the abbreviation goes as RMA. It was an RAM. She wrote RAM. Now I don't know, it's a long article, and I just want to make sure, because all I could see is RMA. So I want to confirm with her that, are you talking about RMA? So I wrote that back, that do you mean RMA? And if that is what you mean, that I showed her the abbreviation, the full form of that abbreviation. I found it on Wikipedia. So I sent that. So basically now they want to say, oh, why you are correcting your mother? Okay. You see how they are playing for very little thing. They are trying to put me down and humiliate me. Because I cannot find any other abbreviation in that article. But these people now want to tell me that, oh, you don't correct your mother. It is RAM, it is RAM. Even if it's not, you don't see in the article, but no, it exists in that article. Okay. So they first had raving of the engine when I wrote that. They will have somebody very close by on, okay, already on, because they know that I was already checking in the article. It was already 5-10 minutes into the article, so they already had raving of the bike. I mean, the bike was ready here, or car, or whatever, whoever vehicle is raving. So they had that ready because they knew that I'm about to reply to my mother, because they can read my thoughts. So when the raving was going on, at the same time they started to give me shooting needle pain in my rectum. And then within a minute they had these ambulance sirens come. So these are the improbable synchronizations, as Robert Duncan, CIA guy, says that, oh, we can do improbable synchronizations. But not only they do improbable synchronizations like this, nothing is improbable, because when you can see everything I do, you know what I'm about to do next. And you have already created in your mind that you want to make issue about that and put me down, as I just said in my previous article about hybrid children and star kids, right? That I showed Darlington Moses' book, that we are the God, we are the source energy, and alien agenda. These aliens need energy from us. So the only way to get energy from us, now they started to give me zapping in my vagina as I'm speaking this, okay? So they are kind of seducing me a little bit. I don't know why. So anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so I was saying that these aliens need my source energy because I'm God, or I have the source consciousness, and I have the pure soul. So these aliens, or so-called jinn, demons, Lucifer, fallen angel, whatever, they need my energy, source energy, because rest of the people, they do not have this kind of source energy. And so it has to come from torture, mental, physical, all these kind of torture, humiliation especially. And that is why they are training me for this homemaker recipe, homemaker slavery programming. And this is what they talk about, right? Slavery programming and all that. Oh, there. Homemaker's recipe. And what do they do in their programming? Oh, satanic cults, UFO cults, directed energy technologies, neurocybernetics, biotech experimental drugs, psychotechnologies, multinational government, contractors, subsidiaries, investment portfolios, a controlled and compliant media, decentralized US government control, an induced crime wave. Induced crime wave. Induced crime wave, okay? So they tell you violent sexual, physical, and psychological abuse of these children is being done on purpose. They are they are literally letting these um, they're going to use all these technologies, holographic, induced auditory, or V2K technology that some of them talk about, directed energy, experimental aircraft, stagecraft, all this they're going to do when they're going to fake alien invasion, which is coming. Directed energy, surveillance, and weapons technology. Anyways, what else do they do or they have planned? Look, say, satanic cult graduates, drug dealers, gang members recruited off the streets, and foreign nationals will be housed at black funded government expense and trained in the use of these directed energy technologies. So basically, they are picking up satanic cult graduates, drug dealers, gang members. They are just picking them up from streets. They are training them in these directed energy technologies. So probably it's just some voodoo doll. Somebody's sitting with a voodoo doll. Oh, here there's a poke. There's a poke here. There's a poke there. This twitch here. This twitch there. This cut here. This cut there. Whatever. So that is their training, okay? Directed energy. Everything is so directed, okay? uh, so a lot of stuff that they show it here, not everything is true. I'm not saying the directed energy weapon does not exist. What I'm saying is they might be doing it. It's possible in entire body parts, especially with the twitch um, or the sexual seduction they do. And there are different types that they do. The zapping that they do, when I just said they zapped me, right? That could be from directed energy weapons. That I agree. But the other type of inducing they do is witchcraft. Um, and then the cuts that they give is purely witchcraft. The directed energy weapons, they cannot pinpoint any weapon on my skin to give razor sharp cuts, and that to parallel cuts. It's just not possible unless and until they don't have a particular voodoo doll on which they are doing it, or they are telling the spirits to do something on me at a pinpoint location, at a pin, or the way how much depth to give in the cut. Everything is so meticulously calculated, um or where exactly to give me the electric shocks, or to give me zap in my vagina, or to give me shooting needle pains either in my uterus area or abdomen area or waist area. Again they just gave me zapping in my vagina as I'm speaking, okay? They just gave me. So who's doing this? Same thing, this satanic cult. Satanic and the Illuminati cult. Where did it go? Right here. Okay. This cult. And they are literally recruiting these in our language we would call angotha chop people, right? Who have no brains, no IQ, who got absolutely, all they do is drugs and stuff, right? They are recruited, just picked up from the streets, all these people, drug dealers, gang members, and they are trained in these directed energy technologies. So, technicians who may be obliged, oh, now they are again zapping my vagina as I'm speaking. Technicians who may be obliged to drive targeted US citizens insane, okay? Technicians who may be obliged to drive targeted US citizens insane or to their deaths do not need to be burdened by considerations of morality, ethics, or the US Constitution. Don't worry if they die. It's okay. If Myron May did mass murder and he killed himself, it's okay. Don't worry. It's not because of you. You did a great thing. You killed a guy who was probably just minding his own business. Okay. But somebody else had problem with Myron May. So to eliminate Myron May, just out of jealousy and out of um, your narcissistic behavior, you just got rid of him. Oh, that's okay. So don't have any morality or ethics there. Okay, it's okay if he kills himself and does mass murder and kills other school children. That's absolutely okay. Don't feel guilty about it. This is the teaching they do, all these cabal. And if you don't believe, they even call themselves suicide cult. You watch Knock at the Cabin. That is a American Hollywood movie. It's a new movie I just watched in theater. Knock at the Cabin. It is made by Indian guy called Night Shyamalan. He's a producer, I believe. And in that they tell suicide cult. They shows the suicide. It's always anything Illuminati makes, it has to do with Jesus Christ. So they will have these four apocalypse, horsemen of apocalypse, as is said in Bible. Then they will show the kind of image of Jesus Christ, but then it was he who said, oh no, no, now you have to do the sacrifice of your own family member because you are purest of the pure. Then they also mention about the suicide cult. Who is the suicide cult? It's Illuminati, it's Freemasons, because in Ralph Epperson's book on the New World Order, I just read one page that some customer had posted on Amazon, and it read that the people, when they enter the Freemasonic lodge, they have to take the oath to lie, to kill, to sabotage, to sacrifice, and if needed, to commit suicide. And so this is, and most of the Hollywood, Bollywood, politicians, celebrities, corporations, most of these people, government, they are mainly Freemasonic people, Illuminati people. And so they already take this oath and so we see, and Kanye West was also saying so many people in Hollywood, they go missing. So obviously this, either somebody is killing them or they are committing suicide or they are asked to commit suicide. And same thing is going on in Bollywood because they take the oath. And so willingly in that movie, Knock at the Cabin, they are showing the willingly these people are ready to commit suicide. But they are not doing themselves. They are just asking somebody else to do it. So basically asking somebody else to kill them. But then they talk about suicide cult. They let the mass know about suicide cult. They're not going to tell you up front everything. That, oh, we are the Freemasonic people, we are the Illuminati people, we take this kind of oath, and this is what we do, we commit suicide. They have to talk in this coded language. It's up to us to decipher everything. But people who either read Ralph Epperson's book, I have not read, because I watch Almas Jacob's video and I do my own research, I know a lot of these satanic stuff now. So anyways, so it's okay for these people to do all these kind of mass murder stuff programming. Okay, that is the programming these people talk about. And they want to literally, they are talking about targeting people, prison inmates and other people. See, look how evil these people are. Rape and child molestation will be facilitated by means of directed energy radar targeting of reproductive organs. The perpetrators of these crimes, by claiming to hear voices and to be the targets of radio frequency harassment, will serve two distinct purposes. They will enhance official deniability since the public is not yet prepared to believe their claims of mind control experimentation. And second, they will hasten the process of the public's abandoning privacy for the sake of safety. Okay, prison inmates will be routinely targeted for experimentation. But what else they were talking about here? Long-term serial killings involving cannibalism and other gruesome deeds will be introduced. Okay, let's see, where do they start here? Neurocybernetics, psychotechnologies, biochemicals, and directed energy weapons and surveillance systems will be used to induce acts of violence ranging from simple one-time mass murders such as in post office or in subway stations or subway systems to long-term serial killings involving cannibalism and other gruesome deeds. So it's okay for them to introduce these kind of crimes in society, but they want to create so much issue about the RAM and RMA abbreviation. It was this, the RMA abbreviation. Where did it go? Oh, right here. The RMA, right? So I didn't find RAM anywhere. And so my mother wrote in the message that, what is this RAM? So even for, she wrote that yesterday, and I was thinking to, go through this article. I didn't get time. I was very feverish. I was very weak yesterday. I didn't get time to do all this. But so today I was checking, I couldn't find RAM. So I asked her question that, are you talking about RMA? Because this is, and I sent this article again to her because I already sent, there were many other forwarded messages from other group members, and I had sent few other videos. So I again sent this article, resend it. I'm like, are you talking about RMA? If you're talking about RMA, it is the abbreviation's real meaning is this. Okay, I sent her the link of Wikipedia. So for that little thing, they want to make so much issues. They started to give me shooting needle pain in my rectum. They had revving of the bike engine, and within a minute, the ambulance siren. But yeah, I was reading the article to research for 5-7 minutes ago, and so they might have had the vehicle and the ambulance ready, when she sends that message, the link and everything, that's when you start your raving and ambulance siren. And or else there will be pin drop silence. Or if, like I said, when I said something to my mother-in-law, they immediately turned on the TV and the side light, they turned red. So first of all, as Dr. Richard Boylan says, this Boylan guy says, they are doing super interrogation of star kids. What did it call? Oh, right here. Okay, how to break them and super interrogate them. So when I'm saying that why they turned on the TV and the red light, that is where the super interrogation comes. Oh, now they give me shooting needle pain in my right waist. So why they did how can they do super interrogate? So first they know what I was saying with my mother-in-law about the wheat flour. So just because I was giving my opinion, they want to make issue about it. Oh, no, you cannot give your opinion about this new rice flour because probably she brought it. You see how they are trying to do this slavery programming or break me and humiliate me, as even Montauk, I don't know if I have this Montauk.net guy, when he talks about I don't know if it's here, but he talks about humiliation part, that it is needed because these people need our source energy, as Darlington Moses says. So this is how they continuously do these to- mental and physical and all these torture techniques and control techniques to take away a lot of my energy. So basically, they wanted to make issue about that wheat flour. Oh, you don't say that to, because your mother-in-law had brought. So now we turn on the TV. Oh no, you watch TV. Don't say anything. Keep your mouth shut. Okay, watch that TV. And now, when I was probably my mother, either she wanted to write RMA and there was autocorrect and autocorrect did RAM, I don't know, or she was just mistakenly, it can happen. We are human beings, it can happen, right? um so either she just mistook RMA for RAM or whatever, or I'm not able to find RAM and probably it is in the article. It could be that too. So I don't know, we'll see once she replies. um yeah, so basically this is what they do for one single thing, and for this one minor thing they gave me three different signals: shooting needle pain in my rectum, revving of the engine, and ambulance sirens. In the afternoon they turn on the TV along with the red lights. You see how they do it at a particular time. So but this, it's okay for these people to introduce all these crimes, from rape and molestation of children, from mass murders in the library and public stations, subway stations, or one-time killing also. It's okay. That's okay, because they are Satanists. They worship Lucifer, and it's devil's work, reptilians' work, is to deceive, is to lie. And I told you, I've seen FBI agent. In fact, there was a Revelations of Jesus Christ YouTuber guy. In one of his video, I don't know, it's called World is a Stage video. Just starting of the video, he shows FBI agent. This was 1980s or 1970s. I don't know, it was a very old video he had shown of some FBI agent. He said that he was told by Weishaupt, Adam Weishaupt. Who's Adam Weishaupt? I don't know if I'm not pronouncing it right. I know the last name is not right. I'm not pronouncing it right. But this guy was appointed by, I think, president, and he was asked to contact this FBI and tell them to introduce sex and drugs in the youth, to make them addicted of sex and drugs. That is what they wanted, from the youth. And that is what Sachin Clive, in today's video that I posted, is also revealing the same thing. And how they are doing it? Witchcraft. You don't need to do any other thing. Simple witchcraft, demonic attack, evil spirits attack. And anybody, there are, even in our, I was doing a lot of research on black magic, and so there are different kind of black magic, love spells, these sex spells or lust spells or killing spells, to kill somebody, to poison somebody, to make somebody sick. There are many kind of spells. And so yeah, you can do all these kind of spells on somebody, and you can make the person addicted. Say you want to make a person addicted of alcohol, you can do that. It's very easy via witchcraft. You want to make somebody addicted of something, whatever thing, it's very easy via witchcraft. And that is exactly what the that YouTube I showed you about the hybrid children. Those people were talking that these aliens can integrate in your mind, or they can hack your brain and give you all these thoughts that are not yours. That is same thing that Devesh Kumar Pathak, astrologer, has been saying the same thing. And I'm saying it's not aliens. They are the actual jinn and demons and the evil spirits that these witchcrafters invoke. And there are 300 witches in one military base, as Billy Cron Pastor says. And who is this Billy Crone pastor? He is an Illuminati guy worshipping Satan and Lucifer. But now he suddenly starts to preach Bible and he says, oh, I'm no more with Illuminati. But it doesn't work that way, because you take oath to kill, lie, sabotage and sacrifice, and if needed, commit suicide. They will not let you go like this. Once you're part of it, they will not let you go. So I'm glad that he's preaching and he's coming out with all these witchcraft, and he's letting public know that what Illuminati is up to. But I think they are doing it on purpose. They just, because they want to bring the reign of Lucifer and all these witchcraft and black magic back. And so now they want to tell the public that, hey, this is what is coming, but it is called mind programming. So they're letting it leach out little by little in the society. That, hey, this is what has been going on behind the doors for many years, but now we're going to bring it out through Bible preaching, And so he himself said that he used to do witchcraft. Obviously, because he was part of Illuminati. Okay, so these people can hack your brains, and if they want to make you addict of, say you don't feel like, or you suddenly start to feel like eating chips or eating some pizza or eating some bread item or eating some junk food, whatever, eating noodles, whatever, it's that urge when you get, oh, they just gave me twitch on the right side of the hand. No, you shouldn't have that urge. No, you shouldn't eat that noodles. Look, they just gave me shooting needle pain in the right side of my waist. No, that is all junk. You shouldn't be eating all that. Anyways, so if you have this urge of drinking alcohol or smoking or anything, that urge most likely, as this montauk.net, this guy talks about, okay, in his alien agenda, that lot of these urge that you get is most likely coming from aliens, or he calls aliens, but what I'm saying is witchcraft, jinn and demons and evil spirits that these people invoke. So that is why I keep telling people, especially my family members or whoever is listening to my video, that the urge, a lot of these urge, even say you're in a grocery store and you want to buy something, there's like an urge out of nowhere, or there's some urged impulsive thought. That is what I'm trying to say here. Say you want to cook something and you just immediately change your mind and do something else. You want to go somewhere and you immediately change your mind and do something else. That impulsive thought, you be aware if the thought is really helpful or is it worth it, because a lot of that thought is coming from evil spirits. Like, I know sometimes, I get a craving for chips. I know that my mind is being manipulated by these demons and evil spirits. And when I'm eating the chips, these people actually start giving me twitch on the left side of my body, anywhere. So I know that they are telling, oh yeah, it's good, it's okay to eat chips. And even with the Coca-Cola, like I drink sometimes, and they are like, oh yeah, drink that, it's good. I don't know why, but at that particular, for some food, they give me these kind of programming. They've done this kind of programming. So there are different watches, I said, right? At night, because they work in shifts. At night it's different, evening it's different, afternoon it's different, morning is different. So whoever is this watcher, I don't know, or because they're doing a lot of experimentation is also going on at the same time, right? So probably they're just experimenting with me, I don't know, whatever it is. So I can tell the difference, like that, oh, it is not right. Like my mind knows that it's not right, I shouldn't be doing it. And it's very, very rarely I get this, and I can tell it's induced. I can tell, I just know to discern now, still few times it happens, I cannot discern all the thoughts that is being induced. But yeah, like some of them I can discern that what is my thought or what is being induced in me. And so that is why I keep telling people that you need to wake up to these agenda, because it is being infiltrated everywhere in the society. Like Sachin Clive was saying in the video, right? It is being infiltrated everywhere in the society.